Hello everyone and welcome back to Donkey Kong Country Returns. In the last video we took on the ruins and this time we are taking on the cave. Now what's interesting about this world is that every level is either a minecart level or a rocket barrel level. So this is probably the most unique world out of all of them. And probably one of the most difficult, because both of those game modes are difficult to control or react fast enough to not crash. At least there is some variety in the minecart levels and rocket barrel levels. You'll see as we get into the world. And also because these levels are pretty quick, this video won't be as long as some of the other episodes of the series. First of many minecarts. I see that down there. Don't think you're so sneaky. Trust me, these levels are more difficult than they look. It's all about how quickly you can react to what's coming up. I'm kind of surprised how well I performed in that level. These minecart levels are no joke. And I got all the puzzle pieces. Alright. Grip and trip. This is where the difficulty is going to kind of spike. Because not only are there minecarts in this level, there's also vines. And you're going to be swapping between the vines and the minecart constantly. I jumped over the puzzle piece. Wow. this the... oh. Well, I guess I'll just fall off the rail here. At least we can get these bumblebees now. Of course the G would be in the background. Guess we're falling off again. Alright, there's the end. I told you that this one would be where the difficulty spikes. Missed a few of the letters. I had to redo the level to get them. But we got them all and we made it to the end, so that's all that matters. Yes, Mole Patrol. Probably one of the most iconic levels in this game. Mainly because of the song. This is our first Rocket Barrel level in this world. The song is such a vibe, man. It's so good. Bound to happen eventually. That was honestly pretty fun. I mean, it is difficult because it's a Rocket Barrel level, but I still really enjoy that level. Bombs away. I remember this level. It's all about your reaction time. So have quick reaction time, then this one's gonna be a struggle. Luckily for me, I do have pretty quick reaction time. Not the best, but I'm decent at it. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. I probably jinxed this. Oh, I saw that banana, so there's definitely a puzzle piece down there. At least there's a checkpoint. And it looks like I needed that checkpoint. That was quite the struggle, but at least there's a bonus room here, so we can rest after that minecart adventure. Last level. Crabby Cavern. Another rocket barrel level, but I remember this one being pretty difficult. This is a pretty sneaky puzzle piece. You trigger that to collapse and then you have to roll back to the safe area. And that's where it is. Pretty sneaky. Got all these sleeping bats right here. Well, this isn't a good idea. knew that would happen. I typically die there at least once when I play this level. And this is the part that's very difficult, because this guy follows you. So every time you get to this part, it's a different experience. Pretty tough. I kind of expected that. Alright, like usual, we gotta do the temple level before the boss. This one honestly isn't that bad, especially because you get Diddy Kong right at the beginning.
Howdy, bitch.
Like the last world, this one's kind of just a test of your patience. But you also gotta keep an eye on these, like spinning bad guys. You gotta press buttons and hang on platforms that you're standing on. It can cause problems like that last step. Gotta be careful here, this is slippery. Diddy. That sucks. Oh well, I guess I'll just solo this Donkey Kong. And there we go. This one wasn't that difficult. Got through it in 2 attempts. Alright, boss time. Probably the most unique boss because it's just kind of in waves, because we're on this minecart with bananas and this mole throws a pickaxe at us, and then eventually the minecart will catch up with the train and then we have to jump on walls. We need to repeat the process a few times. It's just pretty cool though. This difficult and not boring. And we'll also change height of the pickaxe throws, so you gotta pay attention. Cycle a few times, we now fight the boss itself. It's basically the same thing, except for it kind of fakes you out with where you can appear. Oh, this one is pretty easy once you get to this point. The train didn't fall. Alright, well, that'll be all for this time. I hope you all enjoyed this episode of Donkey Kong Country Returns, and see you in the next episode in the forest.